See 'em? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast of them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey there, welcome to the Red State Update. My name's Jackie Bros.
Folks, people, this is Dunlap. It's been a little while.
Yep.
Since we had a podcast up on here. And, of course, there's one gigantic story that we can't ignore. We're a little late on it, but we wanted to make sure we didn't waste any more time before we weighed in with our takes.
It's time to, we apologize for not being right there on it, but we're on it now. That's what we're ready to do. Yeah.
Yeah, this country is on the brink.
Yep.
When our institutions that we look to with trust to protect us for stability, for, not to sound naive, but for truth.
Well, yeah.
Honor.
Yeah, truth and honor. Yeah, of course, yeah.
Duty.
Uh-huh.
When those institutions betray us, the people, we have no choice but to take matters into our own hands.
What?
And, of course, I'm talking about Cracker Barrel, trying to slip that impossible meat in on us.
What?
They really got a stern talking to on Facebook from me. I can tell you what, I don't know if it's going to result in anything tangible, but I told them I ain't going to come in there. If I come in there and you try to give me some plant-based meat in a Cracker Barrel, there's going to be a hash brown casserole splatter up on the wall next to the damn metal sign of a 1920s toothpaste.
What are you talking about? What?
And I'm sure they just hose the walls down every night. It won't matter to them one lick of difference. But I tell you what, I am an American citizen, and my right is to get on Facebook and cuss out companies that tried to serve me impossible sausage.
All right. That's not the thing that we're supposed to be talking about.
I will not set foot in a Cracker Barrel until they swear no more impossible meat, or I try it and I don't mind it, or them new fried pickles come out.
Oh, they're getting fried. They're getting
fried pickles, yeah, with some
They didn't used to have them at Cracker Barrel, did they? No, that's
fried pickles is new.
New at Cracker Barrel, but I
new at Cracker Barrel, fried pickles.
Like they invented fried pickles. I know that, but I ain't never had
No, that was Toots here in Murfreesboro.
Well, yeah, Toots did that. They did it for everybody else. Yeah, that's way before Hooters. It was way before Hooters. It wasn't like ladies being as revealing that they are in Hooters. They're not as revealing. But the hula hoop, they get up on the table. I don't like everybody do any kind of athletic sport near my food. That's nothing I
you don't know. I mean, I know they're wearing pantyhose, but still.
Sweat. It's distracting. I want to enjoy my fried pickles and my, wings.
That's why they don't serve food at damn gymnastics competition.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
But I guess other than that, that's all the news I got. I don't know if you want to wrap it up now or if you
just probably got nachos out in the stadium somewhere. I don't know if you're allowed to take them in to watch a gymnastics, but you can't have a stadium full of people and not have nachos or Coca-Cola.
Well, maybe you guys sit outside, like you said.
Well, it may be, yeah.
They don't want nobody to slip on the cheese.
I'm looking forward to Cracker Barrel fried pickles. I'll try that. I don't know about no possibles, mate. I don't know what you're talking about there.
Would you serve an impossible barbecue at your store?
Well, impossible. It's
fake meat made from plants.
That's not how I like my meat. I'll say that right now. But if somebody asked me to make them for them, I guess I could.
Jackie,
where do you get, what plant do you grow to get the meat out of? I don't know what that is.
I think I got different plants for different meats.
What?
I think they can't tell if they give up their secrets of what plants you use to get different meats, and people just grow their own sausage plants. So it won't nobody go to Cracker Barrel for it.
Well, they got chicken plant. They got different kind of chicken plant. I don't know what. First off, I ain't got no business talking about it because I don't know nothing about it. I ain't never tried it. I ain't going to sit here and say, I eat vegetables. I eat vegetables. I just don't like vegetable meat. Me personally, I ain't had none that I liked. If I had some, I had it by accident.
I like to mix vegetables in with the meat or like put salad on a piece of pizza. That's not the only way I eat a salad if you put it on a piece of pizza.
Well,
or use the pizza as sort of a dough claw to go into a bowl of salad and pick a salad up that way. I'll eat it like that.
Well, you can eat a pizza all sorts of ways. That ain't what make it right or wrong.
Well, that's two ways.
Just however you want to eat the pizza. It don't matter. None of this is what we're supposed to be talking about. We're supposed to be talking about the damn... Why I gotta say his name every time? Why I gotta say his name? Of course, they say, you don't have to, Jackie. You don't have to say his name. He's living rent-free in your head. He's living free. All you do is just Trump, 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 Trump. Look, I don't want to. I don't want to do Trump, Trump, Trump all the time. Trust me, I'm the first person that don't want to. And everybody say, oh, y'all must be happy and dancing around. Yeah, old Trump. They got him now. They ain't going to indict him with broken this. No, I don't. I don't like none of it. I don't like people threatening law enforcement. I don't like them having to go in and raid a president's house. There ain't nothing good about it. Did nobody put us in this situation but Trump, Trump, Trump? I didn't make it up. I didn't put whatever the hell it is in his damn house. He did it. He's responsible for it. If somebody brought it in and he didn't know about it, I don't. It could be, but I don't think so. I wish none of it was happening. I don't like any of it.
Is that one of his excuses? Is it somebody broke into Mar-a-Lago and put the papers there without him knowing about it?
Well, they said the FBI did it the first couple of days.
Oh, that's right. The FBI
that was the first thing they went to. Was they did it, and then they realized, oh, wait a minute, those top secret files? No, the FBI didn't place that. I declassified them. I took care of that.
Yeah, there are no files that the FBI put there that I declassified. He doesn't, listen, he don't know how to declassify nothing. He doesn't know how to do nothing. He knows how to order a well-done steak. He knows how to throw that steak against the wall. He knows how to shit that steak into a gold toilet. Those are the three things he knows how to do.
Oh, yeah.
And none of them have to do with nuclear codes.
No. He's also pretty good at threatening law enforcement. He's pretty good at that.
He can threaten people. He is good at threatening people.
Oh, yeah. He all he has to do is threaten, and a bunch of other idiots do all the work for him. He ain't got to do nothing but threaten. He'll even send you a little private note to try to say, how can I help you not get threatened so much, Matt Garland? How is there anything I can do to keep people from killing you?
I tell you what, people really turn against the FBI when the FBI is not killing black people. I mean, just on a dime.
It don't take much. Well, I guess it does as soon as you break into Margot Blajo's, whatever it is.
People are fickle in this country. They just fickle.
Well, the Democratic Party was going to burn in hell for a lot of reasons, but mainly they want to defund the police, and now that's what all Republicans saying. That didn't take long to turn on that.
They only wanted to fund the police that go to Mar-a-Lago.
I think so.
Let me ask you, let's flash back to a week or so ago, Jackie, and let me just ask you, who are the people who got up and went down to Mar-a-Lago outside to protest the FBI coming into Trump's, he said his house? What is that?
I think as tax raises, he can't say officially what it is. I think he can only live there for so long that they'd say it's his house, and then for a while then it's a restaurant, and then sometimes it's a club. It's confusion. I don't know.
Well, see, that's not good. Like, if you don't know what the place is, you don't want to store documents there. Because you don't know people are going to show up to eat. They're going to show up to dance. They're going to show up to golf. Trump's going to come down in his robe.
Why would everybody want to go there?
I mean, have you ever been there?
Hell no.
What would you expect to find besides the nuclear codes?
Nothing I won't. I'll say that much.
Has Melania ever been there?
I think she had to be there a couple. Then she designed, and he got mad about that. Yeah, she's been there, remember? Because she went ahead and got the hell out of Washington and went and that's not funny. I don't know why I'm laughing about it. She decorated it, and then he showed up and he got mad, didn't like it, and had it all taken down. He didn't like what you could decorate the White House all you want. Put whatever you want up.
Have they ever been there at the same time together? That's what I'm curious about.
That I don't know. I can't speak on behalf of that. I have no idea.
When did... So Trump is down there at Mar-a-Lago. He wasn't even there when the FBI showed up, right?
He was in New York, having to go up there because next day he had to go give deposition up in that trial, whatever that one is. New York.
He's finally busy after 4 years of being president. He's
doing
finally
nothing,
got a lot to do.
He's on TV a lot. That's about it. And now, he is staying busy.
Got that schedule. Remember, his schedule used to be president stuff. They'd release that to the press, and they'd be like, "Oh, just hell, who even knows what all he's gonna get up to? He's the damn president."
Probably now, watch TV is basically what the president does when he was here. He'd watch something on TV. But now
somebody had to try to teach him how to use a calendar app. But soon he'll just be etching marks on the wall. Nah, that ain't true. They ain't gonna do nothing to him. Listen, Jackie, let me ask you. Here's where I was going. Who were the people? When they first announced it, when Trump first announced that the FBI broke into his house, club, restaurant, golf,
he lives
shower.
there. Let's say it's his house. He lives there. Yeah, that's where he's at all the time. Yeah,
his weird house.
Yeah,
that just immediately went there to protest. Like, who were those people? I seen them on the news. I know there were some people there. Sometimes you see like protests on the news and you're like, oh, there's like 6 people. And they know when the red light comes on the camera to hold up their signs. This looked like there were some actual people there, which is confusing to me because what did they just...
There's big fan. You don't understand. People love him, and there's people like, they plan to go to Disney World. Something like, I've always wanted to go. Honey, now there's a reason to go. Let's go over there. Come on. Now he needs us. Let's go. I've always wanted to go. Let's go. Now's the time. If we're going to do it, we got to do it now. Let's get in the car and go on over there.
Hell, it's hot. All right. Let me throw my T-shirts and sandals in the sack. And then they're on the news.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure their staff at Mar-a-Lago's is coming out there, bringing them lemonade, cold water to drink so they don't get too hot. I'm sure they take good care of those folks out there. They appreciate their support, yeah.
Crudités.
What is it?
Huh?
It's
a Pennsylvania thing.
Or
a New Jersey thing.
I wouldn't know. Hey.
Jackie, what do you think is going to happen? What was his name? He used to be president. He got in a lot of trouble.
He got running mouth all the time. He's on TV. Yeah, well, they loves white supremacists, Nazis. Trump. We know who he is. Yeah, what do you think he's going to have to? Well, he's going to get indicted. What happens after that, I don't know. Ain't no 1 in a billionth trillion chance they would have gone in there, knowing full well it was going to happen. I don't think Merrick going to think what you want, conspiracy, whatever, deep state, head of it, or whatever. He ain't stupid. No, they whatever it is they wanted to go in there and get, they knew it was there. They knew where to get it. They went right in and got it. They got somebody probably on the inside telling them all this. There's an investigation going on. He's going to get that. Now, what's going to happen after that, I don't know. Are they going to send him to jail? Hell, probably not. I don't know. Hell, I don't know. I never thought I'd see the day when the FBI would raid the president's house, but here I am looking at that and say, I'll bet you off. I don't know what the hell's going to happen. all this stuff, and we'll say this because he is going to wind up in a court of law. All this changing the story every day from they planted it to it's mine, give it back to what the hell else? I mean, we literally changed all. He could say that and rile up people, and he may very well, I hope to God not, get some law enforcement injured or worse, killed. But no matter all of that, whatever he says, whatever they say on the Fox TV and all the others, there's so many of the little foxes now, I don't even know names of them, Max this or all that. Ain't none of that going to mean a damn thing when they're sitting in a courtroom in front of a judge. So he can say whatever he wants, do whatever he wants. Hopefully he would give a damn and say something. And eventually, even on January 6th, he came out and told him to go home. So let's hope to God if somebody does get hurt, they can at least get him to do that. I hope it don't come to that. God knows I hope it don't.
They'll just have to wait a few hours.
Yeah, oh yeah, you'll be stuck there'll be a standoff for a little while, yeah. Let's just hope to God he gets around to. Hope to God it doesn't happen. But sure, it seems like people sure do want it to happen. Think ahead. What do you think? They just thought they was going to go in January 6th. We're going to hang Mike Pence and everything's going to be fine. Did they think that? I guess some people did. Or were they just angry and mad? Let's go. Now, some of those people, we plan stuff. We know that they're planning stuff. They're going to put guns in the river. They went in the underground garage and got to talking. So, yeah, the people were making some stupid plans, but I think there's some other people said, oh, hell, let's go up there and tear this mess up. What do you think was going to happen? If they had drug Mike Pence out and hung him up there in front of the world, what did they think was going to happen? Trump wins? Hey, you end up in jail like most of them are. Now, I ain't saying Trump's going to end up in jail here. He ain't ever have to worry about, think what happens. I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about these people get all riled up mad. I'm going to take my gun down to FBI headquarters or my nail gun or whatever the hell else and then go out and get shot. I ain't talking about Trump. He don't have to think about nothing. Why should he have to think about it? Never suffered any consequences. He does whatever the hell he wants. People, I'm tired of seeing that on the news too. Oh, he's worried. He's scared to death. I tell you what, he ain't. Why would he be nervous or scared to death? He ain't never had no reason to be. It's more attention. He can get people riled up. He can say this, say that. It just gives them the platform. And I don't believe the other side of that either. Republicans going, well, now, see, I thought he was going to go away, but now he's going to run for president, and he better, because the FBI, I don't believe that either. This ain't making him more popular. People bought into him, they stay bought into him, but he ain't gaining nobody. Gonna make it worse for him. But I ain't saying to go to jail. I ain't saying to get into this. I don't know. He going to get indicted. Is he selling stuff to the spies and all that? I don't know. He took something he wasn't supposed to take. For what reason? Well, we don't know what reason. But he took it. Wasn't supposed to. It's classified. He wouldn't give it back. They tried to get it back for a damn year. Wouldn't give it back. Hell, well, we got to go get it. And that's what they did. He's going to wind up in front of a judge with quite possibly one of the worst legal teams known to man. He's supposed to be out there fishing for real lawyers, and if you're a real lawyer, the last thing you ever want to do, first off, is not get paid. Number two, look like a complete buffoon in a courtroom. So that's the reason he ain't got no serious lawyers with him. He ain't going to have no serious lawyers with him. But he's going to wind up in a courtroom, and he's going to have to tell the judge why he had this top secret evidence, whatever the documents, files, whatever the hell it is, government. If it's nuclear codes, whatever it is, he wasn't supposed to have it. He's got it. Why did you have it? Sure, he can get up there and say, well, I didn't want the Biden administration to get the hands on it. If Hunter would have got a hold of this, Lord knows what he had to save the country, blah, blah, blah. He can do all that. It ain't going to mean a damn. He ain't going to have an answer that makes any damn sense. Am I saying they're going to send him to jail for that? I don't know. Hell, I don't know. But as long as he don't have an answer, then people speculate, no, he going to sell it to the Saudis for $50 million. I ain't saying that's why I did it. I don't know. But if he ain't got a regular answer, which, of course, when does he ever have a regular answer for anything? It's probably as simple as, I'm still president, and that's mine, and I want it, and I take it with me. Probably as simple as that. But if he don't give the right answer, which he don't have a proper answer, any answer that's going to justify him having that on his residence, then all those speculations, Saudi Arabia, Putin, blah, blah, it's all out there. It ain't ever going away. Now, Merrick Garland may have him on tape talking to some of these people. I don't know. But it could just be he had that stuff, wasn't supposed to have it. Why do you have it? That don't make no sense. I got no choice but convict you. Now, with convicting, what does that mean? I don't know. Hell, I don't know. But I guess we're all going to find out.
Who are his lawyers? One of them worked in a parking lot attendant, and one was on TV. I don't know if she
usually had to be on TV. You have to be seen somewhere where you park someone's car. If valet or just work in a parking lot. I mean, I ain't knocking.
I think just took a money when the gate come up and down. I think they worked in a parking lot, and then somebody worked on One America Network, one of the little foxes.
Oh, sure. If you can always go back to TV if you're a lawyer that makes a complete fool of themselves in front of the entire world. TV is going to be there for you forever, so you'll be fine, yeah.
Yeah, it's your main next job.
Sure, yeah. It should be, yeah.
And then I think the third lawyer, I'm not sure about this, but I think it's one of them robots from Showbiz Pizza. I think it's the cheerleader rat.
Well, if it was me, I'd want the gorilla.
Yeah, well, I mean, better than Giuliani. Folks, we sure are having a good time here on the Red State Update podcast. I'm having such a good time, I don't even feel the need to mention our Patreon. That's patreon.com/Red State Update. If you want to go over there and give us $5 or more a month, you get a whole 20 extra minutes with Jackie and Dunlap every week for $5 or more a month. That's what you get, and we always appreciate your support. And of course, now it's time for local sponsors. And the sponsor I got this week, Jackie, I think you're really going to like, is a Jackie. I made a boo boo.
What did you do this time? Hell.
I took 2005 Jackie back to 2005, but using the time site to grab the right Jackie and bring him back to 2022. I messed up. I grabbed the wrong Jackie. I grabbed a Jackie who actually built an amusement park in his timeline called the Enchanted Fence Row. But we've been having a good time gabbing about it. Enchanted Fence Row, Jackie.
Well, I don't see why, dedicate my life for entertainment for families and a place to go, a place everybody to have fun. I don't see why that makes me wrong. Why does that make me a wrong Jackie? I think that makes me a good Jackie. I ain't tooting my own horn or nothing, but people come from all around. They just enjoy it. I just started as a hobby, just something I made myself. I inherited some land and I didn't have nothing to do with it. Just, it started with just me whittling here and there. And next thing you know, here we go, and people bring a family. I don't see anything wrong with that at all.
You whittled a whole amusement park now, did you?
Well, I didn't whittle the whole thing, but it always starts with whittling, but, eventually you got to get, nails.
And what sort of amusements, rides, attractions do you have there at Jackie Land, Enchanted Fence Row?
Enchanted Fence Row, some people call it Jackie Land. I know that's too kind of them to say that. I call it Enchanted Fence Row. That's what it always was to me. And people used to have old legends here, and they say, that old fence row there, I remember. This is my great uncle used to own this land years and years ago. It went to my daddy for a while. Then it went to one of my cousins. Then it come back to me. And he say, "You see that old fence over there?" And I was young, and I said, "Oh yeah, I see that." And you know what he'd say?
What?
He said, "That there's enchanted." I didn't know what it meant at the time. I didn't understand, but I'd say, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is." And then later on, it's like stories or whatever. Was
it?
Well, I mean, it is now, I guess, because I built this, used my imagination to
That's
build.
not real. I mean, was it actually enchanted? I mean, your imagination ain't the thing. That's just something.
Imagination is real. No, imagining things
imagination
is real.
It's imagined, so
Yeah.
I guess it's real.
It is real.
In
Yeah.
a weird way of looking at it. People, when you
Not
say,
weird,
"Oh,
you-
is there elves here?" or "Is that real?" or "Is that cow a ghost?" or whatever, and then they say, "No," but if you use your imagination, well, then you just. You lied to me, and now
I
you're using
didn't lie.
imagination.
No,
to-
it's an
No,
amusement.
your uncle did, or your granddaddy, or
Well,
whoever it
no,
was.
you could say that he lied, and some people might have accused him of doing that on other issues. Not
Sounds
this,
like it.
Not this particular thing. This was a little odd or whatever, but I wouldn't call it. He lied about other things like, hiding money, and I know. One day he took some money.
How much money was he?
Not
hiding?
a
Who was he
lot.
hiding it
No,
from?
he wasn't hiding for the government or nothing. That's him in a former ex-wife situation. But that
he had another family.
it's in the court papers and all this stuff. But yes, he lied about some things. But on this situation, when he said, "See that Petro wearing," I said, "Yeah, that's enchanted." Oh yeah, well, isn't that something? I don't look at it as a lie so much as inspiration. Because once he started getting my young brain imagining things, well, I just, like I said, when that land come back to my ownership, when I said, what can I do it to honor my family, my uncle, all that, he used to say that it's enchanted, and, let's make it enchanted. Let's do that. Let's prove him right. He may have lied about some things, but let's this one thing not be one of them, right? So, yeah, I built it up, the enchanted Petro, and it just started this little thing people pull off the side of the road just to get out, stretch your legs, look at, walk around. It just grew. The first thing I had, I guess the first real, used to be just, cardboard cut out of something on the wood, your picture, and you people put the hand on it, and, a relative take a picture with the old cameras, with them old, plastic
So you
cameras.
just drew on some cardboard and whittled it.
Well, not in
antennas
wood.
for like a big bug or something.
Whatever it was, I don't remember. It's a bug or a bear or something. I don't remember.
Could people tell what it was?
Well, some people I think the one thought was Tennessee thought Bigfoot or something like that. But I think it was supposed to be a bear. But whatever, they were using their imagination.
Did you have to tell them what it was?
No, I let them use their imagination. That's the whole point of coming to the
So
you're
just using imagination as an excuse for a failing. In this case, your lack of
whatever failure you call it, whatever you're calling a failure or wrong, these kind people didn't take it as such. They thought it was something to get the camera out, to take a picture of the youngins with it, turn around and let someone take a picture of them with it, which I was happy to do when it first started. I always, I had to learn a little bit about photography, not a whole lot, but
when it first started, did you get tired of it?
Well, your finger get wore out after you take so many. Like I said, it got so big, I didn't know what to do. But, I just happy to make something to put a little smile on somebody's face. They use their imagination, whether they think it's a dog, a Bigfoot, a bear, whatever. It was supposed to be a bear, but whatever they want it to be, it's fine.
How many people thought it was a dog versus a Sasquatch?
I can't remember everything, but they'd say, "Get over there by that dog. Let me get a picture. Get over there." I remember everybody actually saying it was Bigfoot, even though that's what it was. But a dog or bear's fine. It's something you can take a picture with, put your arm around it, and it just brought a little joy, something to remember their Tennessee vacation by, and I was happy to do it, and I just kept building on.
So you started out whittling it, and then it was a cardboard bear or Bigfoot.
It wasn't cardboard, it was like a real thin wood, with cardboard all glued on top.
Well, that's okay. Because at first I thought maybe that's
if it was just cardboard, it'd blow away. It had on like paneling wood. It's like, yeah.
Well, this is all really fascinating. These are the origins of amusement park, Jackie. Are it does show the power of imagination.
We've been having a good time us talking about imagination stuff. You need to go back there and
that was fake laughter. Did you not recognize it?
What is it?
Fake laughter. I learned it from Hee Haw.
Huh?
So tell me some more after you learned to
Well,
do
it just
more than
kept growing. More people started coming by. It just kept growing. I had to charge a little bit for parking. People to get out there had to hire a little help here and there. And the next thing you know, it just become one of those things. And people, I guess the first real big attraction of people I remember coming all the way from Kentucky and Ohio, coming down. I think you got some people far enough from Pennsylvania at one point in time. When it started, people, of course, come from all over now. But back then, I guess it was the Haunted Goat Barn. People love that Haunted Goat Barn. It's creepy. It's just like a barn. And there was regular goats in there, but then there was some spooky goats. And at first, you don't know which is which. And that's unsettling.
How could you tell later on which one was which?
Well, you don't know. Again, you got to use your imagination. When you get out, the way I look at it, the ones that startle you, probably the scary ones, whereas the other ones that don't,
Wait, so
you don't have a reaction to other than, I want to pet it or something like that. Then you get the best of both worlds. With goats, you get a little scared and you get a little loving on a goat. The Haunted Goat Barn was something else. People loved going in there. That people would go through it, come back right around, and go through it again.
So was that just a dark barn? You shove people in and
goats?
Yeah.
All right. You can't see a thing in there. You don't know if you hear goats. Some goats have a bell on. Some don't. Some of them bells sound a little creepy. Some of them don't. You don't know where the goat is. Where it's in the, and the barn is shaped awkwardly, I guess is the best way to say it. So you having to feel your way through there.
Did you do that on purpose, or did you just not know how to build a barn?
I did it because it was a ride. It was the Haunted Goat Barn. It's not a ride walk-through thing, I guess what you call it. But people loved it, and everybody shared, talk about it, and, word gets around, and everybody wanted to come down and go to that Haunted Goat Barn. I was happy to provide it for them, yeah.
Did the goats ever get startled themselves?
Well, it's hard to tell. I mean, when a goat makes a noise, it sounds like a goat. You don't, it's just going, you don't know.
They never butted nobody?
Well,
kicked them?
Not hard.
That'd scare me, get butted out of nowhere.
Well, yeah, it would. That's what I did. Imagine getting butted by a regular goat scared, but if that goat that's butting you might be a ghost goat, that's twice as scary, and you can't tell because there ain't no light in there. Nothing
ain't a light on.
No.
Well, that's okay. I'll give you that. That does sound terrifying, being there in the dark with a bunch of goats.
Well, is it a bunch or is it 2 or 3 of them? You don't know. Could be 56 of them in there. Might be 2. One good one, one ghost. You don't know. Ain't no way to tell.
It just sort of depended on how the goats had been doing under your care.
Well, any goat under my care is doing just fine. I guarantee you that.
So was that all you had? You had the cardboard dog and the damn goat barn?
It was a bear. But, yeah, to start off with, yeah, but then people started coming. I guess the first real ride that you would get in and do something on, we had a big spring back there. We just widened it up a little bit more. And I turned down and said, I don't want to ride where people could get in the water. You know how people like to take the ride in the water and it's splashing, especially on a hot day. Everybody wants one of them water rides.
Like a flume zoom or
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
log, I guess. But this wasn't log. I had to change it up a little bit. And I come up, I said, well, what do I love? And, besides just getting wet.
Oh, bring your passions into it. So
well, that's what, the imagination, passion, whatever you want to say it is. But, I come up with it. He come to me one night. I was reading a little bit before I turn the lights out. Sometimes I read to clear my mind. And sure enough, I was reading and I had this idea. Louis L'Amour's Grizzly River Rampage.
The Grizzly River Rampage was an Opryland ride for folks
I ain't talking about
Tennessee.
that one. I ain't talking about that one. I'm talking about Louis L'Amour's Grizzly River Rampage. That's what we have here at the Inside Fish Roll.
How'd you get the rights to Louis L'Amour?
Huh?
Can you just name something after Louis L'Amour? Don't you have to pay his estate or something?
He spell it a little different.
Oh.
But it still comes across. Because you figure out like a water being on a white rapids is scary enough just in a regular thing, just in a canoe or whatever, kayaks or in a tube, whatever it is.
Sure.
But what really has difficulty going down whitewater rapids, and that's a horse. A little more, always a horse. And I hope not to see it in real life. You don't want to do that. You don't want to put a horse in the white. That's terrible.
I thought you used a real horse.
No. Are you crazy? I'm talking about what? No, it's like a big, giant horse boat. It's like 8 people can fit on it instead of just one person or 2 people. It's like an extra big, even bigger than them Clydesdale horse, a big horse, but it's a boat. And you get on, and a horse, God forbid I never see it in real life, probably struggle a little bit in the whitewater rapids. They have trouble swimming as it is. So it's like you're holding on for dear life. But, the horse always gets through. But then again, you're using imagination. It's not real. It's in Cherry Fish Roll, Louis L'Amour's Grizzly River Rampage, yeah.
What's Louis L'Amour got to do with it? Just it's a horse?
It's a horse, Western, something like that,
Why are so many people riding this horse?
Because you can't, you got to wear a ride. You can't have a ride where only 2 people can sit in or something. Good Lord. You people be there all day waiting for it. They give up on it after a while. Now,
what's about the grizzly part?
Well, there's a bear out front. Did you not hear me say?
Oh, right.
Okay. Out there, yeah. That's how the whole thing started.
Well, that's a pretty good attraction. That sounds like a good theme park you got there.
It's pretty good. Like everybody would get there because usually we open up at 6 a.m. Everybody come in, pull in, come from all over nowadays, and they come in. And of course, it's not me. It's what you call Amtrolics. It's an Amtrolic jackass. It is a waving and he's there because people, like I said, they want to get in there and they see because you need the whole day to see all the rides and amusements or whatever you want to call it, with the imagination. It's going to take you a full day. So people get there early as 6 a.m. and I thought, well, I can't be there every morning to greet everybody, so make one of them animatronics. Jackass, sure enough, I'm there, and as every person comes in, just triggers, it goes off, says, good morning.
What's a resemblance like with you? Does it look just like you, spitting image?
Well, some people thought, the bear was Bigfoot, but in this case, more people get it than not. I say that. But if you're in there and letting your imaginations run wild, it can be whoever you want to be. I think I heard someone say Abraham Lincoln, but I ain't ever seen him in overalls. I'm sure he wore them.
Did he go the ape? Yeah, he probably did.
He did, yeah.
He had to split logs and stuff. Did they have them back in? I don't know when they invented overalls.
Well, he could have used them.
Well, after we get to episode 500, we'll do our damn overalls series.
Well, however you want to do it, that's whatever it is, yeah.
Did anybody ever say it looked like a James Brolin?
I don't remember anybody saying that. But there's another one, because usually people figure out it's me because they see it and they think, well, why would they have 3 Abraham Lincolns? That don't make no sense. But if it's a guy, because, you go Disney World and Mickey Mouse everywhere. Or Walt Disney, statue here, one over there, whatever. So in the middle of it, you got, by the time you get to the middle, probably about midday, after you've been through Haunted Goat Barn, maybe got on the river. Well, have what order you do it there. Don't matter about midday. There's another one inside the park. Just the afternoon.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And, of course, at the end, there's an exit jacket, because I ain't never seen nobody leave. I've never seen anybody leave this park when the sun's still up. They here having fun till this time, but I have to put on the announcement, come on, the park is closing, gotta go. And that's a little rude, you have to do it, but you have to do it, but hopefully it makes up to them, because as they go out, there's a Jackie always say, good night, y'all, as y'all walk out.
Oh, that is nice that you got 3 of them, because if you
every time of day.
Well, and you could maybe just accidentally miss one, but this way you pretty much got it covered. That somebody's going to tell you, give you a time-based greeting, a robot of you.
Electronic is what they call it. Electronic, something like that. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, robot, you're right. But I don't think of it as something that fashy. But it is what it is. I tell you what, another thing the youngins really love is like, I got like you know how like in Fairy Tale you see all the characters and stuff like this?
Oh, yeah, like Disney World got damn old, like the fairy tale part
Well, it ain't, I tried to pick some that did, and it don't do, because I don't want to step on their toes or vice versa. I figure why step in that mess? Don't even poke that hornet's nest. I ain't even going to risk that. But my little thing, that Disney ain't got no Jack Sprat, as far as I know. They don't do Jack Sprat. I do Jack Sprat. You go like Fairy Tale Land, whatever, you see old Jack Sprat in there, and you see old Jack B. Nibble. I don't think he did the Jack B. Nibble here at the Enchanted Fence Row. That's where you're going to see Jack B. Nibble and Jack Sprat. And, of course, over there with who's that over there? That's old Alex Rager right there, too. So, yeah, you got old Jack Sprat, Jack B. Nibble, Alex Rager.
From Taxi?
Yeah, it's like Fairy Tale and a good TV show.
Who else you got from TV show?
Well, mostly Alex Rager right now.
Oh.
It's seeing too many TV celebrities. If there's too many of them, that'll wear you out. It's just keep it.
That's true. I mean, if you're like, oh, look, it's Judd Hirsch. They're like, oh, look, and over there, it's from Grey's Anatomy. You don't want to make Judd Hirsch feel bad.
No, but that's enough. Judd Hirsch is enough where you won't look at Grey's Anatomy for. Anyway, I don't know what it is.
Well, that's pretty good. You got Fairy Tale Land, a horse,
Fairy Tale, TV Land,
TV Land. That's a pretty good. Is that all you got there, Jackie?
No, I ain't even told about Pot of Beans yet. Pot of Beans, that's people come from all over that. They're one of the newer attractions we got here. People love Pot of Beans. They come and say, "Where's that Pot of Beans?" And I need to come up with a robot that just answers that question over there. But I ain't got it yet. But, yeah, everybody wants to know where Pot of Beans is. Yeah, they love getting in Pot of Beans. That's a good one.
What's Pot of Beans?
Well, what a bouncer house is. It's like a bouncer house, but it's a pot. You bounce a pot, and everybody gets a big can of beans. Not too hot, not too cold, but lukewarm. Temperature taken on every can, every bowl. It's not going to be
some teenage kids take a temperature of the beans.
Well, sure, you don't want to scald anybody, and you don't want to startle anybody too much with cold beans, but definitely don't want to burn nobody.
Yeah.
So the beans are always good temperature. All that you get in there, get that pot, and the beans get everywhere. The youngins get to laughing. Everybody, it's a good time. You talk about letting your imagination run wild. Imagine jumping in there, beans all over you. Just imagine it.
I don't want to.
Well, people love it. It's fun. Of course, when you get off that, you go straight on the Louis L'Amour's Grizzly River Rampage. Get on that giant horse boat.
Oh, that makes sense.
You gonna get cleaned right off. So you get the best of both worlds. Get all messy, get all clean. Here at the Enchanted Fence Row.
What do you do with all that bean water in the Grizzly River Rampage at the end of the day?
Well, it just chlorine, everything else, eats it up, whatever chemicals they put in it. It don't last long. It gets a little cloudy at the end of the day, but the next morning, whatever chemicals they put in it, it cleans it right up. Yeah, I seen a bean evaporate in it.
What is that? Not harmful for your skin when you get splashed with it?
It ain't like you get splashed with it a little bit. It ain't like you falling off a horse and laying there. That did happen one time.
Yeah.
It's only happened once, and it is, you get a little thing of cream and rub it'll clear up. It ain't that,
What is first degree burns the worst one, or third degree burn? Third degree is the worst one.
It's neither one of those. It's not third of again, beans are at a nice lukewarm temperature. Never would hurt anybody. The water and the Louis L'Amour Grizzly River Rampage, average temperature. Chemicals in it, yes, but it ain't like you sticking your foot in it and just sitting there and see how long it takes to break out or whatever. It's just splash here and there, just enough to get the beans off, I do recommend not riding it right after. Some people like to ride a ride, go right back around, get in it again. That's one, give it a little space in between.
But that's not a rule. It's just sort of a guidance.
It's a guidelines. I ain't going to tell it, but if you want to spend your good money and get on Louis L'Amour's Grizzly River Rampage, ride it over again, and it ain't going to be me it stops you, no, sir.
So pot of beans.
Yep.
grizzly bear, the other bear, the damn jumping with the beans. I said that. So that sounds like a good Jackie world, Jackie. It sounds like you done good over there.
It's Enchanted Fence, and also we got things for youngins. I know, some kids are a little too scared of a haunted goat barn. Some children, there's a certain age that you don't want to get some of that water. At a real young age, you don't want to get some of that water. After you 8 or 9, it's fine. But, before that, and plus you just, child that young scared of a horse that big in the water, they just, it's startling, But we have a little something just for, and part of the things, if you're a little child, you get in there, the big children are going to, they're just going to overpower you. You want to end up with more beans. It's just not a good idea. So for the youngins, the real youngins, I got scripture time where you sit there and learn some scripture. It's not like Sunday school, though, no, because it's scripture time with famous cartoons.
Cartoons are teaching you scripture?
Famous cartoons. Reading
How'd you get the rights to any famous cartoons?
Well, they look like they're famous. They look like, look, the youngins ain't going to know the difference. They don't know the difference between, they got old Willie Woodpecker. Reading some scripture there, and that old sea, salty sea fella, that Popo, read a little, some scripture to your youngins right now while you enjoying yourself on pot of beans or whatever else you own, and then old Chilly Woody the penguin.
You just flipped the names of Woody Woodpecker and Chilly Willy.
Well, if you want, kill 2 birds, 1 stone there. I ain't even trying to make a joke about them both being birds.
I think you picked the 3 cartoon characters you could have got away with actually using if you wanted to.
Well, even better then, right? So, yeah, drop your youngins off at scripture time. You're going to have them famous-looking cartoons reading good scripture to your youngins, keeping them occupied while you enjoy yourself in the Enchanted Fence Row. I appreciate you having me on here. Let me talk about this. I put my life into it. It started out as just something I wanted to do for myself, and it just got bigger and bigger, and I'm touched. I'm blessed that so many people love coming to the Enchanted Fence Row, and hopefully it'll be here long after I'm gone. I hope I can find a good successor to keep it going and keep it growing and coming up with new, fresh ideas, something to entertain the people. That's all I want to do.
What about the Dunlap of your world?
What?
As your successor.
Who are you?
Listen, Jackie, I've got one more question, though. If you built all this amusement park land, and
sure.
I just don't see how you had time to do that and also do Red State Update.
Red State Update? Oh, hell, we quit doing that in 2007. What, you mean to tell me it's 2022 and there's a Jackie still doing it? You doing it?
Yeah, we're almost at our 500th episode. Actually, you're doing it with me right now.
Oh, no. 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 There's no way. No. No.